Welcome to Hatman Strikes Back Daily Boxing News. Now, personally, I'm really interested in this fight. Vidal Riley going up against Cheavon Clarke. Vidal Riley, of course, unbeaten 12-0. Cheavon Clarke now 10-1, coming off the loss to Leonardo Mosquera in his last contest. That was a real tough fight against a very, very strong fighter in Mosquera. I mean, very, very physically strong. Cheavon Clarke is a big, muscular, bullish cruiserweight, but Mosquera really beat him at his own game. I mean, Cheavon Clarke is a bit more dimensional than Mosquera, and he can box on the back foot when he has to, but that's not his preferred way of fighting. And he had to revert to plan B against Mosquera because Mosquera was just too strong in the pocket for him. Whenever he stood and traded, at least in the early rounds, he was coming off second best. He got hurt. He got dropped by Mosquera early in that one. And Mosquera came out with a victory. Cheavon Clarke was upset. He felt like he got hard done by on the cards. I personally didn't. And at the end of the day, you can only ride your luck for so long unless you're some massive ticket seller who's consistently going to get the rub of the green in close fights. Then you can only ride that kind of luck for so long. And what I'm referring to is Cheavon Clarke's previous fight against Apochi. Apochi felt he was hard done by. Apochi felt as though he should have got the decision and that Clarke got the rub of the green because he was the A-side in that fight. And you can make that argument. I thought that one was close too. But against Mosquera in another close fight, Clarke didn't get it. He was bitterly disappointed. I don't think he even stayed around to do an interview in the ring, from what I can remember. So anyway, he gets an opportunity to bounce back real quick here against Vidal Riley. I'm so glad that this fight is happening rather than the original fight, which was supposed to be Vidal Riley versus Isaac Chamberlain. Nothing against Isaac Chamberlain, but I just think stylistically this fight is far more interesting. You got Riley of Jamaican descent, just like Cheavon Clarke, who was actually born in Jamaica, I believe. It's a fight I've wanted to see for a long time. I personally think Vidal Riley is very talented. I think he's actually underrated in terms of his talent by British boxing fans. The question I have about Vidal Riley is about his internal constitution. Because as much as he's got height, reach, hand speed, power, coordination, balance, etc., he can fight inside and outside. As much as he has all these attributes, I keep going back to this, but I won't get it out of my head until he passes this test against a different opponent. But when he fought Mikhail Lawal, Vidal Riley was unfathomably negative. He fought Mikhail Lawal as if it was a prime Mike Tyson he was in there against. And this is the very same Mikhail Lawal who was actually bullied for 10 or 12 rounds by Isaac Chamberlain. Isaac Chamberlain's not a big puncher, folks. He's a small cruiserweight. If Isaac Chamberlain can go in there and bully Mikhail Lawal for whatever it was, 10 or 12 rounds, why is Vidal Riley fighting him like, as I say, he's in there with a prime Mike Tyson or a prime George Foreman or something? He needs to stay away. And like, it was a bit over the top in terms of the tactics from Vidal Riley. Now, after the fight, it may have been Riley's dad or Riley himself or somebody from the team was claiming that he was injured. He had a bust hand or a hurt arm or something like that. And I guess that's what they were blaming the performance on, the extremely cautious performance. Well, we shall see. Because one thing that Cheavon Clarke will do is he will find out whether you've got the heart for this game. Because Cheavon Clarke is a tough guy. He's got a hardcore mentality. He's blood and guts. And if you don't have the internal constitution, he's going to take you into deep waters and drown you. And this is one of the reasons that I think this fight is interesting. If Vidal Riley, there could be a situation where Riley is just so much better than Clarke that Clarke can't get past the talent to test his heart. That's a possibility. But I suspect Clarke probably does have enough to get past the talent of Riley, at least in spots, and really ask him some serious questions. I'm hoping that's the case because, again, I want to see a good fight. And I find this an interesting one. But what say you in the comments? But yeah, I've got Vidal Riley winning this fight. I think he outboxes Cheavon Clarke and takes a decision. I wouldn't even rule out a Vidal Riley stoppage or knockout win, because if Cheavon Clarke is getting outboxed, he's going to force the issue. He's got a lot of heart, Cheavon Clarke. He's not going to stand on the outside and just allow Vidal Riley to do his thing. He's going to push the pace. He's going to take it to him. And he's going to take risks. He's going to take chances if he feels like he's falling behind on the cards. So I'm looking forward to this one.